Yeah.
So I know a little bit about your background. For the people that don't, though, you're Chaldean, right?
Yeah, Chaldean.
So, because a lot of people always ask me too, because it's like I'm Palestinian, right? And
Yeah.
our parents met when we did I don't know if you
FaZe
remember.
Kappa.
Yeah, when we did the big meetup, and our parents were talking in fluent Arabic together.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know your parents speak Arabic like that, because you guys have a different language too. So
Yeah.
Can you give a background on where your family's from and all that stuff?
So, bro, I'm so bad at that. Like my parents are from Iraq. I
Okay.
don't know the exact village.
Okay.
They're from a specific village.
But they both grew up there.
They both grew up there. They met in Iraq.
Okay.
And they got married in Iraq, but then when they came to America, they got married here again. So they have 2 anniversaries.
Well, that's crazy, by the way. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a tradition thing, but or they just wanted to.
Wow.
But yeah, they have 2 anniversaries, which is
Wow.
crazy. We speak Chaldean. My parents speak Arabic and Chaldean. I never picked up on Arabic. I don't know what it was. I think just growing up, they spoke Chaldean to me and my brother, and we did that father-son Chaldean show.
Yeah. You and your brother had an old channel, right?
Yeah.
It's still up?
It's still
It's
up.
called Father Son Chaldean.
Chaldean,
Not
yeah.
Chaldean.
Chaldean. But yeah, I always ask my parents, because I'm like, a lot of people ask me my roots, like where I came from and all that, and my mom's just like, oh, just you're Catholic Christian.
Yeah.
That's just or Christian Catholics.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, like I'm very bad with our background, which
Yeah.
is not good.
Yeah.
But
You grew up here, so you've never probably, I'm assuming, visited.
I went to Jordan once.
Oh, really?
When I was 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I still
I
remember.
I try to go in the summers and
You
go
went to
visit.
Jordan?
Yeah, because it's right next to Palestine too.
Oh, that's
I love
awesome.
Jordan.
Do they still have Luna Park?
I don't know.
It's an amusement park.
Oh, really?
That's one thing I remember
That's
from
so
Jordan.
funny.
And I remember I did my birthday there at KFC.
Really?
Yeah, I have old home videos of the mascot holding me.
Wow, legendary.
Yeah,
Yes,
bro.
we gotta get you a Middle East tour going.
Oh, bro,
I'll go
went
with
to
you. I know you went to
Dubai.
do. I know you did,
Dude.
But,
oh my gosh,
we gotta take you back there.
I would love to go on a Middle East tour.
Let's go. Lock me in
Bro.
when you go, because I love
Actually.
it, and I'll take you around. I got the Arabic. My Arabic's a little broken, but I got us.
Yeah.
We'll be good.
Bro.
So we'll have a good time.
That would be so sick. I've been wanting to go back to the Middle East, like Dubai, Qatar,
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
All right, we're gonna lock something in. We're gonna do
Please,
it.
yo, if you guys want to see me in the Middle East, I'm actually down. I really
I know
wanna
there's a
go.
lot of people that would be down.
Yeah.
So okay, so your family moved here. My parents also. My
Yeah.
mom actually, and my mom was born in Palestine. She grew up here though. My dad came after they got married. And I've spoken about it on a few podcasts. I don't want to be repetitive about my family's background, but definitely not super well off. My dad has kind of grinded to make it here.
Yeah.
What about your parents?
So my parents came here with nothing, and my dad got a job at the liquor store.
Okay.
And then he also got my mom a job at the liquor store, and he ended up straight up grinding, him and my mom. And he got to a point where he was able to open his own liquor store.
Nice.
Took, years on years of hard work. They really did what they could to give us the best childhood. And I always say this, I feel like I had a really good childhood growing up
Yeah.
with my brother. But yeah, it's really crazy to think that my parents came here speaking I would say no English, maybe a little bit of English, and giving me and my brother a good childhood, and then also now becoming YouTubers, and
Yeah.
my dad is able to make videos. His English is pretty good. Same with my mom.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to think that they came with nothing to their name, grinded and put in a lot of work, and now they put in a lot of work to give me the resources to do what I do, buying me an Xbox 360, buying me a laptop to record on my
Yeah.
capture card, and then just at least believing in me to make a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And then now I was able to use that success to help my parents. So it's kind of a nice little they helped me, give me a good childhood, and then of course my goal when I was a kid is hopefully get big one day and
Take care of them.
take care of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the main goal, and I was able to do it.
I mean, it can tell, thank God, you could tell that you and your family have a great relationship.
Yeah.
Especially you and your parents, could tell they love you to death.
Yeah.
And you've always been such a good kid, on and off camera. I know this, right?
Yeah.
But I can, I'm not surprised at all. I'm sure you've been helping since you started making money.
Oh.
But I've seen your dad. I feel like your dad has that in him, the Middle Eastern, whatever in him, where he still has a shop, right? Or does he
Bro.
not anymore?
So I retired him.
Yeah.
Dude, this is I already knew it was going to happen, but I pretty much paid off his store.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dad, you don't have to work. And then, he didn't go to work for a week. And then he was like, I'm just gonna go back. Like I'm just gonna go monitor it.
He gets
and
bored
then,
at home.
yeah, and like that's understandable, and I feel like that's where I got my work ethic from.
Yeah.
Because yeah, now he just goes. He still goes like 4 times a week,
That's
and he
hilarious.
actually still works. Like he
Yeah.
literally goes and he handles the register. It's cool though because he meets a lot of fans there, and he like gives them like some of my stuff. Like, oh, here's some 1UP.
Yeah.
Here's old merch from FaZe Rug. Like,
That's
so
dope.
it's cool. Like he also like meets fans while he does it.
He
too.
probably just has a good time doing it for
Yeah.
sure. I've seen him renovating it, I think, on TikTok, right?
Yeah,
Am I tripping?
He's
or-
done. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
done renovations to the store,
Your
to
dad's
our
a goat.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. He's a hard worker, obviously. And it's amazing. Like you said, my dad, same thing. Just the generation of parents that came, it is unfathomable to me that they can just work literally with $50, $100, no English.
Bro.
And like they're here in like, very nice communities and taking care of their families. It is insane. I don't think I could have ever done it. No matter what
Bro.
I've done on YouTube or whatever, there's no way I could have done
Back then.
what my dad did. Yeah. And I'm sure
Never.
you feel the same.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
no, there's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say we grew up like mid class. We had like a nice home. It wasn't like rich, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like, less fortunate. So we definitely, I think my dad did a good job with saving money for sure. Like it wasn't paycheck to paycheck, but it definitely wasn't at this status.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people did think that we grew up rich, but I think there's a difference between rich and mid class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People are gonna assume that always. That's
Of
why I'm
course,
actually,
yeah.
and I don't even know. That's why I'm curious.
Yeah.
So like, I'm sure your income made a big difference when you started making money.
Oh yeah, no, I think so. In 2017, I was able to move us out of our old house and put us into like a nice community because at that time is when our house turned into a museum.
Yeah, your house. I was just telling you that house is legendary, but man, I
Dude.
can't believe you because it was just on a random street, right? Not private, nothing.
No,
so you
yeah.
had kids every hour,
Every single
probably.
day.
Yeah.
I remember the peak time for people coming to our house was around 3 p.m. because school would be over, and that was people's days after school. It's like, hey, like let's go visit FaZe Rug. And bro, back then
After school.
we used to open the door, take
Yeah.
pictures with everyone, and then
Yeah.
that kind of like just made everything a little worse as far as people coming to my house, because then the word spreads like, oh, Rug actually comes out and Rug actually takes pictures.
Yeah.
But it was so new to me that I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Until it got serious with
Yeah.
like swatting
Yeah.
and danger, because like I said, all I prioritize is our safety. So as soon as I realized like our lives were kind of being put in danger, I was like, nah, we need to move. So I found a gated community, and I was pretty good with saving money too. And I think I learned that from my dad.
Yeah.
So yeah, we bought our house, which is another iconic house, I think, because we
Yeah.
made so many videos there.
100%.
Yeah, in 2017.
Okay, so that's when you really started making good money around that time.
I'd say 2016, and then saved that whole year to be able to purchase that house.